Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. I literally just got done eating the best chicken nuggets. Vibes, absolute vibes. I hope everyone is having a good evening. Where I am, it is like thunderstorming, um, and potentially a tornado. So we're gonna see what happens. If we lose power, we lose power. But I thought it would be fun to do this anyways, even though it's kind of storming. It's been a little while since we've done this, and I had so much fun with you guys the last time that we did this demonic pact matching stream. So I figured we would do it today. It's the dark moon time now. I believe the dark moon is officially tomorrow. However, the kind of way that I look at it is we have like the day before, the day of, the day after, kind of like how we treat full moons, where the full moon lands, on a specific day, but we have the day before the full moon and the day after the full moon that kind of conglomerate to the peak of that power. And I treat dark moons very much the same way. So I kind of want to first talk a little bit about this dark moon that we have in Cancer and go over a little bit of that. And then I'm going to get into the readings. So if you are new, though, to my stream, hi, welcome. My name is Jasmine. I am a witchy content creator. And I'm streaming right now, I think, to like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. So on StreamYard, it like puts all the comments in one place. But for whatever reason, like I think the comments show up on their own individual platforms. So like I don't know, it's weird. It's complicated. Like if you comment something, it'll all show up in one place here on StreamYard. But then thank you, Miss Graves, for the super chat. Like if you comment, it'll only show it on the original platform that you commented on, but while the stream is live, all of the comments will be here. So that's kind of how that works. And yeah, I'm going to talk about the moon. We're going to talk about this dark moon in Cancer, and we're going to go over some of that astrological juiciness of this dark moon, this heart space moon, if you will. And then if you have never been on one of my reading streams, the way that this pretty much is going to work is anyone can get a reading. Donations are really, truly, and honestly and seriously optional. For real. I enjoy doing this. I think it's a lot of fun. I'd like to try to do this like every dark moon. I think that would be a really fun like way to celebrate the dark moon. I don't know if it's always going to be a demonic pact matching sort of stream, but I think it'd be fun to do a reading stream on the dark moon. So let me know what you guys think of that and if you would be into that. But for tonight, we're going to be doing the demonic pact matching stream. So once we get into the reading portion of this, I'm going to be reading from sorry, I didn't mean to bump my table here. So I'm going to be using the Occult Tarot. And I believe you can get this deck on Amazon for like maybe $20, give or take roughly. Let's see. This says US $29.95. I think a friend got this for me from like Spencer's or something. But I have this linked down below if you want to get yourself one. The Occult Tarot, this is specifically a sort of like demonic oracle deck, really looking at mostly the 72, but I do think that there are some in here, like Baphomet, for example, I think is one of the cards in here that is not of the classical Solomonic Legion. But so I'm going to be pulling from here. So these have various different demons. So for example, we have Visago right here. Visago, the tarot card that matches this is the Tower. And it says Visago's attributes are the promoter of discord, war, arguments, falsehood, and gives generous responses. So think of this like demonic pact matching as like this is a spirit that you could pact with and work with from this dark moon until the next dark moon. Or, unless otherwise stated by that spirit, maybe it's for 6 dark moons in a row. Maybe it's for 3 dark moons. And then I will also be pulling a tarot card alongside the occult tarot, which, if I'm being honest, I kind of hate that this is called the occult tarot because it's really more of an oracle deck. Like, a tarot deck has a major and minor arcana and the royal arcana. This is not really a tarot deck. I feel like they just kind of put that on there because it's kind of buzzwordy. I don't know. It's really more of an oracle deck. And then the tarot deck that I will be reading with, this is the Diablo Tarot, which, if you saw me on Drunken Divs with my friends, Drunken Divinations, then you will have seen me use this deck already. But I really, really like this Diablo Tarot. This is actually themed like from Diablo, as in like the video game. It's really, really fun. The cards are gorgeous. So I'll be pulling a demon for you, and I'll be pulling a tarot card for you. And then also, this is in the description as well. So if you're interested in getting the Diablo Tarot deck or the Occult Tarot deck, the links to that are in the description. They're not affiliate links. I'm not making any money off of you purchasing either of those things. I've just wanted to link them because I get questions a lot on reading streams like, oh, what decks are you using? So I figured I would just put them there to just make it easy. And then I'm also going to be referencing The Witch's Key to the Legion by Lorelei Black. Amazing witch, amazing book. This specifically, first of all, like, period. We love a big book. This specifically, I think you can get it on Amazon right now for like $20, maybe even less than 20 right now. But it looks at Solomonic magic and working with the Legion, but more so from a witch's perspective. So it's still kind of ceremonial. Like, I wouldn't quite say this is like folk magic per se. I mean, there's some folk magic aspects to it, but for the most part, like, this is working directly with the demonic. So if you're not familiar with Solomonic magic, that's kind of like invoking angels to command demons and enslave demons, get them to do your bidding. Hence Solomonic magic, per King Solomon and building his temple. So yeah, you just bought The Witch's Key. I cannot wait to hear what you think. This has honestly become one of my favorite books. Also, this is not sponsored either. I am not being paid in any way to promote any of these products. These are just products I really like and enjoy. And the fun thing about doing this demonic pact matching is, like, when we pull a card from the occult tarot, as long as it's in the Legion, like, we should be able to source it in here, and I can give you some additional information. So, like, let's just pull up a demon here from the book. Oh, we have Vapor. Boop, boop, boop. So, like, we have this really cool image of the spirit, and then we also have like the traditional sigil, and then a more modern witch's sigil, and then we have some general information. So for Vapor here, she's number 42. She's a Duke. She's a Libra. Her planet is Venus. Her element is water. Her direction is west. And her areas of influence are music, singing, poetry, water, sea sailing, and weather magic. So these are kind of spirits that for us as witches, we can kind of look to for information and for guidance and wisdom. And also, working into our magic and our spellcraft and having them enhance that, and really taking our just general folk magic sort of practice into a more ceremonial space, and really embracing more sorcery and spirit work in our practice in a way that's not, exhausting, if you will. I think that Nama is referenced, but I don't believe that she specifically is of the Legion. I need to put on like a little bit of background music though, you guys. Hold on. Hold, please. What do we want? Okay, let me know if that's too loud. Also, can you guys hear all of the rain in the background? Like I said, it is storming. We're supposed to be having severe thunderstorms, possibly tornadoes. So, I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. But I'm going to get into these readings. So we're going to start that portion of it now. So if you're interested in a reading, all you need to do is comment down below that you are interested in a reading. And I'm happy to pull a card for you from those 2 decks that I just showed you and talk a little bit about the spirit that I pact and match you with, or match your pact for, or whatever, from the Witch's Key to the Legion. So just comment down below, ask for a reading. I'll try to get through as many as I can. I'm, happy to. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here tonight. And for those that do send supers or who tip or whatever, I'm going to prioritize that as a way to say thank you, but please do not feel like it's necessary. Also, I brewed some tea earlier. So here in a moment, I'm going to have to go and grab my bev. Thank you, Madeline, for the stars. I will say that, like, I really wish that StreamYard would let me know when people leave stars. Because I feel really bad when I don't acknowledge it, like, in the moment, because StreamYard, for whatever reason, doesn't actually like say and notify you. So unless I'm looking at the Facebook stream, I don't see it. So for anyone who does send stars on Facebook, thank you. I appreciate it. But if I don't see it, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. All right. So I'm going to start here. And let's start, or I guess before I really start, I should talk about this dark moon in Cancer, huh? So a dark moon, different, witchcraft practices and traditions. Let me know if the music is too loud too, by the way, because I can't stand watching a video and the background music is too loud. So just let me know if that's too loud. But depending on your practice or your tradition, these moon phases can represent different things. For me, the dark moon has always been a time of reflection, of contemplation, of powerful divination, of malefica. There's kind of a belief that weaving malefica on a dark moon keeps you kind of shrouded from the illumination of other practitioners, looking into your malefica. And then also the connection with like the dark mother, the dark goddess. It's the darkest phase of the moon, which is technically tomorrow, but we're celebrating today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. So think of it as just like kind of that 3-day period. So when we think of dark moons, think of divination and reflection and sacred darkness and malefic workings, if that's your thing. You can also use it as a time to kind of like meditate and like reflect and think about what you would like to weave in the next coming lunar cycle. With it being also in Cancer, so we're specifically thinking about this through like an aquatic lens. So we're coming from the heart on this moon. We're sitting with our emotions. The moon, like in Cancer, also is tied to family and familial relationships. So we have like those elements and those themes kind of coming up for us on this dark moon. Okay, so I'm going to start with the tarot card. So this is kind of maybe like a theme for this time period. So this could kind of be like from this dark moon until the next dark moon. Let me pull that up to let you guys know when that is. Okay, so it looks like the next dark moon is August 17th. So think of this as like from now until then. No, never mind. That's July. Okay. Where is it? August 16th? No. Maybe in September. Hold on. September 14th. September 14th. So from now until September 14th, this is the tea, if you will. So you're going to get your tarot card that kind of represents this energy as we are shifting, as this is summer's end. July is kind of working on taking us out of summer, which is so crazy. And like, we're going to be moving into fall. September, what was that? What did I just say? 14th? That's kind of close to the equinox, the autumnal equinox. Yeah, September 14th. So during this time period, whatever spirit you get, kind of consider working with this, this spirit. And for those of you who might be new to working with demons, or for those of you who could be watching from Twitch or Facebook or whatever, and maybe having like a knee-jerk reaction to working with demons, think of the Legion or the Infernals or the demonic as more outside the box than maybe just like the literal thing that comes to your mind when you think of demons. Just think of these as spirits. A lot of the spirits of the 72 are also kind of gods of pre-Abrahamic Middle East. So keep that in mind. Just because a spirit is associated as a demon obviously does not necessarily inherently mean that the spirit is trying to consume you. That's a very dated, very like primitive way of thinking, and we don't feature that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for all of the supers, Miss Graves, Blood, Sweat, and Steel, Woodland Raven, the Bougie Mystic, Tara. Thank you guys so much. And I will start with you guys. So Miss Graves, calling Miss Graves to the stage. So for now until looking to September 14th, your dark moon message. Okay, 6 of Cups, Miss Graves. 6 of Cups. So in a traditional RWS deck, the 6 of Cups kind of represents like looking back or nostalgia, or, it could be also like childhood or reminiscing. It's, kind of like thinking of the past. So I would take this, since we're just kind of doing a one card pull with the tarot, as maybe there are some lessons or some messages for you from your past that are going to be coming up from, you know, this dark moon cycle until the next. And it also could be like maybe a PLRT, like a past life T, you know, maybe working with the spirit that you get in terms of lessons in the past is going to be beneficial for you now. Let's get a spirit for you. Good, I'm glad. What spirit does Miss Graves need to be working with during this time? Taurus. So for Taurus, we also have the Nine of Cups associated. Teaches logic, ethics, the value of herbs and stones, can make one invisible, helps one to be intelligent and long-lived, can recover lost items and find treasures. So when we're looking at these sort of like grimoire definitions of what these spirits can do, it doesn't necessarily mean literal invisibility. It means more like can teach one to be stealthy or can teach one to kind of go under the radar. Finding hidden treasures can represent a lot of different things. Like spirits that find treasures could be spirits that bring you gifts or open doors for you as well. So let's see what the key to the Legion has to say about Taurus. Okay, so Taurus is on page 326 if you have a copy of this Legion. So this is the image of Taurus that we have here. And then this here, we have the classic sigil and the modern witch's sigil. So number 31, Taurus is a president associated with water, and the Legion details Taurus as being associated with logic, properties of herbs and plants. So that's like learning herbalism, maybe making tinctures, woods as well. Properties of stones, rhetoric, communication, debate. So overall, I feel like Taurus could be, you know, a really positive teacher for you in the craft if you're interested in learning more about making tinctures or herbalism or geomancy. Additional insight unlocked with the Witch's Key. I'm not going to read all of this here because you need to look at the book for yourself. And I want to like respect the intellectual property of the book and everything. So I don't want to like necessarily read the whole passage, but I'll read you a little snippet of what the Legion says here. Taurus embraces both classical and contemporary ways of viewing and interacting with herbs and crystals, as well as all of the traditional folk ways in between. He can help unlock this knowledge and secrets for the conjurer in ways that will aid with all aspects of holistic well-being. So there you go. So I have some links in my description. I think you could send like a sticker here, but you don't have to donate to get a reading either. You can just comment down below, and if I'm able to get to it, I will. But if you want to get on a secured list, I think you can do it through like a sticker or You can check my links in the description, like my PayPal, Cash App, all of that. I need to take that, this off and put, hold on. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so I would say that this spirit then really work on building your connection with this spirit from now until close to the autumnal equinox. And that could be like meditating with this spirit. That could be, drawing those sigils out and burning candles over those sigils. That could be looking for Forrest's demonic N and chanting that N. You're welcome. Okay, blood. Please welcome Blood to the stage. Thank you for the Cash App, the 666. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, Blood. I will put you on this list. Just sent me the Cash App. Thank you. So, Blood, this is going to be... I got it, Daniel. I'll put you on the list. This is going to be your message from now until September 14th. Something to think about. Maybe something to meditate on. Okay? Okay? Two of Swords. So, low-key, this is actually one of my favorite cards. My friend Elle, who runs Bone and Branch, who made me that amazing wand that I shared in one of my recent vlogs, she actually gifted me this like really pretty Two of Swords print. So the Two of Swords, this basically represents being at a crossroads or being kind of torn in two sort of directions, two life paths, caught between, two circles, two roads, two pathways, and kind of being at a stalemate and being placed with needing to make some sort of decision. So it'd be interesting to see what spirit we get to go along with this. I think a path-working spirit would be ideal to go along with the Two of Swords personally. Let's see what we get. Bareth. You're gonna like this one, Blood. Bareth, King of Pentacles, turns any metal into gold, gives one high offices and titles, answers questions about past, present, future. We're kind of covering all bases here with Bareth. A trucking industry and a barber career. Okay, let's see what the Key to the Legion has to say about Bareth. Can y'all hear that? I live near a fire station. I apologize. So Bareth is on page 307. I'm kind of getting like turns all metal into gold. If you guys don't know Blood, Sweat, and Steel, Blood does a lot of metallurgy and blacksmithing. And so maybe it could be like getting some money for some of that, like receiving some financial abundance your way through working with metals. Or maybe it's working with your metallurgy in terms of being at this Two of Swords sort of like crossroad. So this is the image that we have for Bereth. Under the Hidden Moon, this book is great. I'm telling you. So we have the sigils here. So the properties of Bereth, number 28, a Duke, and Aries. And Bereth, according to the Legion, the Witch's Key to the Legion, is associated with divination, scrying, visions, war, strategy, and defense. And also you can reference Bereth in the Monique Manual of Demonic Magic, the Book of Office of Spirits, the Grimoire of Pope Honorius, the Discovery of Witchcraft, the Pseudemonarchia Demonium, the Lesser Key of Solomon, and the Dictionnaire Infernal. So Bereth is published. Okay, we love a published queen. Additional insight. He is capable of giving true answers related to the past, present, and future events. However, it is thought that he is a liar and may not share the truth unless it suits him. The answer here he gives, if consulted in divinatory work, will usually be the answer that could cause the most conflict. He's a drama queen a little bit, apparently. Bereth has a strong connection to the imagery of the ancient war gods and also the Red Horsemen of Revelations. The red horse is the blood spilled on all sides of conflict. His gold crown shows that he dominates and profits from war and aggression. I think that would be probably some of his Aries aspects. Now, I will say, for those of you that aren't familiar with the Key to the Legion, there is a do not call list on here. So if your demon that you are matched with is on that do not call list, I will let you know. However, take it with a grain of salt. The do not call list is kind of the recommended list of demons, maybe not necessarily to work with or might not be friendly to witches. But I think that, as always, you should do your own research. So I would say look into the grimoires that demon might be in. Blood, I'm not saying that Bereth is on the do not call list, because Bereth isn't. But he's a little bit of a trickster, and he's very stubborn. He's very masculine. He's very much associated with war. And I think that some of his metallurgy elements probably come into play through weaponsmithing, I would imagine, since he's kind of like a war god. And that while he's associated with divination, he's likely to give you answers that might produce the most conflict. So that's a tricky one in terms of being on this Two of Swords sort of energy from now until September. But maybe it could also be like channeling a little bit of your own Bereth energy in order to navigate this in the best way for yourself that avoids high conflict, because of course we want like a smooth transition for you. I could definitely see also maybe crafting something as an offering to Bereth as well. And I feel like definitely a trickster smith. Definitely a trickster smith. Keep trucking or go for a barber career. Crossroads, spot on. Bereth sounds like my kind of demon. Well, good, I'm glad. And yes, I do have a link to this book in my description for those of you who might just now be tuning in. And also the decks that I have, the Diablo Tarot, the Occult Tarot, and the Witch's Key to the Legion, these are not affiliate links. I just have them posted there in case you guys like what you see and you want to go snag the tools that I am using. Okay, next. Thank you very much, Blood, for the super. Woodland Raven. Please welcome. Woodland, if you're still here, let me know. Comment down below, but I'm going to do your reading. So hopefully you are. Hopefully you are. I hope that you've been well. So this is going to be your main message, your main sort of like focus. maybe provide some insight into the spirit that we can work with as well. Oh, I felt that. Five of Wands, Raven. Reversed. Interesting. You hear that thunder? Raven, it's some shit going on, I feel like. I feel like there's some shit going on here. This Five of Wands, babes. Struggle? Turmoil? Maybe chaos? Change? Competition? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, maybe we can get a war spirit for you as well. Let me plug this in. All right, let's see what spirit we get. Five of Wands reversed. What spirit will be suitable to assist Raven during this time? Yeah, definitely like some rapid change, maybe some chaos, some competition, maybe like some push and pull. That's like kind of the energy that I'm feeling. Croco teaches geometry, liberal sciences, makes create noises, and warms water. Okay, so this one is associated with temperance. Let's take a look, see if Croc is in the Key to the Legion. I won't say that I'm terribly familiar with this spirit. Let's see. Is Croc in the Legion? I'm going to pull another one. Think water as an emotions, as well as literal water. Also purification rituals. Okay, Posh. Okay. I'm going to pull another one for you, Raven. I'm going to pull another one. So just think of Croc as a bonus demon for you. But I'm going to pull another one. Thank you, Brittany, for the super. I appreciate it. I will get you on that list, babe. All right, Raven, I'm going to pull another one for you. Research Crockle on your own. See if that could be a good match. That's your bonus demon. The other demon, oh, Vapar. Okay, we're getting a water tea tonight, Raven. Vapar, I talked about her just a little bit earlier. One of my good Judies is currently packed and matched with Vapar. So Vapar, guide of the waters, can make storms, can cause rough seas, causes men to die in 3 days of putrid wounds. We love a strong, feminine queen. Vapar, also known as the Eight of Cups, is the tarot card associated. Let me pull her up. I know that she's in the Legion. Water makes a lot of sense. And it's also a dark Cancer moon when we are doing this right now as well. All right, let's look for Vapar in the Witch's Key to the Legion. Okay, Vapar is on page 374. If you have this book and would like to follow along from home. I love this. I said 374, right? Okay, here she is, an icon, a queen, a moment, a legend. Here's her sigils. If you want to take a quick screenshot of this. Okay, number 42. She's a Duke. She's a Libra. Her astrological sign is Libra. We love a Libra. Her planet is Venus, element water, direction is west. She's over music, singing, poetry, water, sex, the sea, sailing, and weather magic. She's in the Book of Incantations, the Discovery of Witchcraft, the Book of the Office of Spirits, the Pseudemonarchia Demonium, the Lesser Key of Solomon. She shows us through her blasting magic some of the ways love, like the life-giving ocean itself, can also rot and fester things in its grip if not attended to properly. Her sigil represents waves, a mermaid and a ship. She's associated with Aphrodite. Some other sort of epithets that she's associated with: the savior upon deep waters, the fair voyage, of the harbor, and of the sea. So maybe we can think about Vapar in terms of this Five of Wands, which that's a fire aspect because wands is the element of fire. And that push-pull that I'm feeling, and maybe some of that chaotic movement that I'm sensing, maybe it's working with Vapar in her sailing aspect, more metaphorically speaking, to help guide you across these metaphorical waters that you are sort of transitioning and moving through during this time. I think that you could tap into some of the blasting magic of, using her aspects of love. She's associated with storms too. Did you guys hear that? Love her. Love her. Oh, you're drinking a Vamp Kiss while crafting. That was a great drink. So I hope that your relationship with Vapar is able to set sail and take off. And I feel like she can very much kind of be a bit of a guide, a torchbearer, even, if you will, a captain. You could work with her sigil, you could burn candles over it, you could meditate with her in a ritual bath, you could call out to her during a storm. I love that it's storming right now. I'm so glad. It's the spirits. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I mean, I'm a little psychic or whatever, but the spirits do a lot of the heavy lifting. Okay, next. Thank you very much for the super, by the way. Okay, Bougie. Bougie, my darling. Please welcome Bougie to the stage. After this one, I am going to run and have to refill my iced tea. We have storms headed your way. Okay, I would say tap into that energy then tonight, Raven, during the storm. Yes. I love a good storm too. I love a good storm. I love it. Okay, Bougie, this is going to be your main focus. This is from now until September 14th. All right, Bougie. Page of Swords. Okay. So this is our first royal arcana of the evening, y'all. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords here, a royal arcana, this is going to represent a person. So this could be yourself, kind of representing this sort of energy. There are 16 royal arcana cards in a tarot deck. Y'all hear that? I love it. There are 16 royal arcana cards in a tarot deck. And these 16 cards match pretty well to the 16 personality types of the Myers-Briggs psychological testing. If you don't know your type, go get typed, go get tested, okay? Now, the Royal Arcana, we all kind of cycle through these, right? Like you might often be a Queen of Cups, but that doesn't mean you can't have days where you're not a King of Wands or a Page of Swords or whatever. So the Page of Swords, this can also represent someone outside of yourself. So it could also be someone in your life that represents this energy. It could also be a spirit as well. So don't always think of the royals as, you know, physical living sort of people. These can also be entities or spirits as well. So we already have something coming up here. Now the Page of Swords, pages are people that are typically like starting some sort of endeavor. They're kind of associated with like as an apprentice, someone who's learning something, starting some sort of new journey, very enthusiastic. Swords, that's air, that's the mind. That's your psychic abilities. That's your communication style. That's your learning. So this could be someone maybe starting like a new thing in their practice or learning a new language or, you know, starting some sort of new path working through the element of air. Okay. Now let's see the spirit. Let's see. Be funny if we pulled a card and it was the Page of Swords, like, because the occult tarot is also linked to RWS, even though it's not a classic RWS deck. And it is annoying that they call it the occult tarot. I wish it was like the occult oracle or the demon oracle would even be better, or the infernal oracle. I don't know. I'm sure it has to do with copyright stuff or something. Okay. A spirit for Bougie. Bougie says, I got my book ready. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Who do we have? Visago. This is the demon I talked about at the beginning of the stream. Oh, did you see my power just flicker? Love that. Visago. So Visago is associated with the Tower. Abrupt changes, catastrophe, chaos, destroying everything from top to bottom so we can build from a new clean foundation is kind of what the Tower represents. Promoter of discord, war, arguments, and falsehoods, gives generous responses. Visago. Let's look. Let's mycase.gov. Visago, honey. Okay? Let's pull up the Legion. Okay, the Witch's Key to the Legion. Visago is on page 198 for those of you who might be following along. Can you guys hear the storm? Okay, I remember Visago. He was very vocal the last time that we did this. I know that we had several witches that were matched with Visago for that period. So his number is 3. Oh, yeah. And here's his traditional sigil and his modern sigil. His number is 3. He's a prince. Not bagging a prince, babe. He's associated with the moon. So most spirits that are linked to the moon are going to have some very innately psychic and, you know, correspondences, and water. He's over divination, scrying, visions, invisibility, and hidden things. This Witch's Key to the Legion is kind of making him sound a little less aggressive than the occult tarot. So he is in the Incantations, the Book of Incantations, the Book of Treasury of Spirits, the Book of Office of Spirits, the Book of Oberon, the Lesser Key of Solomon. And just to read a quick little snippet, this spirit is of a good nature. He can see deep into time and is great at scrying. He works via visions and he rarely talks. He is for those who can see. However, he has many friends in the Legion, and if the conjurer wishes him to work in conjunction with other spirits who do speak, you can work with some of those. The moons in his seal show his visionary power. He's excellent at past and future, but isn't as skilled as uncovering messages or visions in the present. The here and now is a bit of a blind spot for him. I do feel like that does feel kind of Page of Swords, but I also think that maybe your work, Bougie, with Visago can help develop your own Page of Swords, starting some sort of new process. Maybe you can take this time from now until September 14th to dedicate yourself to some sort of formal study or practice, and try that out for this period of time, whether that be a daily or a weekly practice or getting back into a regular daily or weekly practice. Talk to Visago. Talk to Visago about it. That's what I'm going to say there. Okay, I need to go refill my tea. Thank you so much for the super. Please give me one moment and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just had to refill that. Love that my ring light went out. And I also had to take care of my little pug because she's kind of freaked out by the storms. So I had to go get her some company. And thank you so much for that super and for that Cash App. Okay, let me look at who's next here on the list. Okay, we did Bougie. Thank you again. Okay, Tara. I got you, babes. Thank you very much. If you are still here, please comment down below. Okay, let's see what we've got. So this is from now until September 14th. We're going to look at the sort of main message or an overarching theme. We're going to pull from the Diablo Tarot. All right. Queen of Swords. Ah, love her. The Queen of Swords. So we have another royal coming out. So this represents a person. This could be yourself. This could be someone else in your life. This could also be a spirit as well. The Queen of Swords is kind of like this, to me, she's very dark mother sort of energy. She's very like, if you're familiar with Sabrina, like the Netflix version of Sabrina, she's very much more, what's her name? Zelda, as opposed to Hilda. She's more mental, she's more clinical, she's more logical, she's more headspace oriented, she's more swords, she's sharper than Hilda. Hilda is very much more like I would say, I'm torn on Hilda being a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles. But you get what I'm trying to kind of depict here. Like the Queen of Swords is a strategist. The Queen of Swords is very intellectual. The Queen of Swords, and this is upright, so we're looking at like positive feminine traits through the element of air. The Queen of Swords has a sharp wit, a sharp tongue, a sharp mind. Yeah. So that could be embodying some of the energy of the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords also is associated and kind of rules over the military and war. If we think about tarot in terms of like the caste system, the swords represents the nobility and the military, very much so. Versus the cups is more like the clergy, and the pence represents like the peasant class, the pentacles, and the wands represent the working class. So we're looking at like war, nobility, strategy, the mind, conversations, intuition, psychic abilities, because air is associated very much. I think people classically think of cups and water as psychic sort of elements, but air very much is as well. That's to me kind of like claircognizance. That's your like clear knowing, as opposed to more of a cups-based psychic ability, which would be like clairsentience or like clear feeling. Thank you, Josh. I will happily do that. All right, let's get a spirit for you, Tara. I just felt like I feel like it being a Cancer dark moon. I feel like it being a Cancer dark moon. And then also where I am, it being like a crazy thunderstorm. We've had a lot of water, like elemental spirits, so. All right. Hold on a second. If there's one thing I can't stand, and I am going to be petty and mention this on the stream, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's epidermis dancers on my shit, trying to pretend like they're doing something. Let's see. Oh, please. Okay. Okay. So Tara, your spirit. Ranulph, Eight of Wands, teaches rhetoric very well, gives faithful servants, favor of friends and foes, knowledge of all languages. Iconic. That does feel very swords based to me. Let's see. Is Ranulph in the Legion, you guys? I don't think so. Oh, yes, he is. Okay. Page 304. Okay, I found it. I was like, we gotta my case him, hun. Okay. So, all right. Ranulph is number 27, a marquise and an earl. Rhetoric, communication, debate, good familiars, and languages. The discovery of witchcraft, the Pseudomonachia Demonium, the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Dictionnaire Infernal. And I'll read you a little bit from his page here. His skill with rhetoric has made him a keen listener and an effective communicator in every language. He can help the witch with their communication in new languages as well. He gives good familiars, and those spirits working under his direction aren't usually as sour as he is, though a few are. Oh, he's a little sour. Not sour. Thank you for the super chat, Wick. So it looks like, you know, working on learning some sort of new language. I mean, I don't know if that's quite literally language for you. I would talk to Ranulph about that. It could also be a divinatory language. That would be very swords related. So yeah, I mean, maybe this time for you leading up to September 14th is about really learning and nurturing an intellectual skill through like the guidance of Romanov. That's what I'm feeling. Thank you for the super chat, Astradia. I will add you to the list, babes. So I hope that any of that hits for you. And it's okay if some of this pacting doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I think that you should attempt to communicate with Romanov yourself, do a little bit of your own research into that spirit, and look through several different grimoires. Don't just go with The Lesser Key of Solomon, look at Roanoke throughout multiple grimoires. Try to find Roanoke's pre-Abrahamic origins as well, if you can. Find spirits that are related to that frequency, and tap into that and see maybe what messages might be lying in wait for you. That's what I'm going to say there. Oh, every time I start streaming, it's like my nose itches. I'm glad. You're very welcome. Okay. So I do have, hold on. Okay. So Daniel, if you're still here, this is for you. Wilson, D. Wilson, thank you for the 666, by the way. That's very cute. That's very cute. Also, do you guys love, are you guys live, laugh, and loving for the fact that I refilled my tea from earlier in my McDonald's cup? It's a perfectly good plastic cup. Just reuse it, babes. Okay, Daniel, this is for you. If you're still here, comment down below. D. Wilson, if you're still here. Good. All right. So this is going to be the tarot card for you from now until September 14th. Let's see what we get. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. What's going on? What is going on? Huh. I don't know if maybe this is like some drama or some tea or some anxiety in relation to that. I don't know if maybe it's some snakes in the grass, honey. I don't know if it's some people kind of throwing about the evil eye. I don't know, but I don't like it. I feel like something's not sitting right with my spirit with that one. Okay. Something's not sitting right with me with that. Nine of Swords. All right, let's see a spirit. What spirit does Daniel need to be working with now? I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling like the hairs literally on the back of my neck are like sticking out. Dentalian. Okay, this is a spirit that I have worked with personally. Wonderful, amazing spirit, Daniel. Dentalian. Dentalian is associated with the High Priestess in the tarot. So very intuitive, very psychic, very looking within for answers, very being initiated into the mysteries. Now, in the occult tarot, the card says teaches art and science, knows the secrets and thoughts of all, and can bring changes to them, causes love, and shows visions of the world. Dantalion is a very interesting spirit in the Legion. Dantalion is, to me, kind of a bit of a wild card and a jack of all trades. Different people have interacted with Dantalion in different forms, like quite the shapeshifter. Also thought to have multiple heads as well, which is fun. Dantalion is very queer, I would say, as well, in the sense that sometimes Dantalion will appear in the form of a woman, but with a man's voice, and sometimes Dantalion will appear in the form of a man, but with a woman's voice. There's a lot out there about Dantalion as well. So it's a very well-known, popular demon to work with. So you can find a lot of material out there aside from just this Key to the Legion. But let me look up Dantalion. Let's my case Dantalion. Also love that it's Dantalion and Daniel. Daniel and Dantalion. Love that. So Dantalion is on page 496. This is the image that we have of Dantalion here in the Witch's Key to the Legion. But there's also a lot of really great art of Dantalion. I won't say that that's necessarily how I've seen Dantalion in my workings, but so he's number 71 and he's a duke, also known as Dainty or Dandy, associated with liberal sciences, mysteries, hidden things, and secrets. The Book of Incantations, the Cambridge Book of Magic, the Grimoire of Arthur Gauntlet, and the Lesser Key of Solomon. Those are some books that you can look into for more information. Some of those you can probably just get free PDFs of. Okay. This spirit can appear as anyone, male or female, or even in an animal form. The spirit can show up as a mouse, as they did for Sarah Barton, or as a black dog, as they did for James Devis. In these cases, the witches call this spirit Dainty and Dandy respectfully. Respectfully. Dantalion is an ally. No, I'm kidding. Okay. When they arrive in human form, they appear either as male or female, taking the shape of someone known to the witch, often seen with a book in their hand. Now, I will say I've also seen Dantalion with multiple heads. There's a Facebook group, Demonolators something. It's one of the most popular demonolatry groups. I've seen many people also work with Dantalion in that sort of similar way. The spirit can be stubborn in demeanor and doesn't make a friendly familiar. If they do work with you, they will want your sole attention and loyalty. They don't play well with other spirits. And if you don't interact with Dantalion enough, they will likely leave you and never return. I don't know if I agree with that. That's not been my experience with Dantalion. I would say that Dantalion definitely is an intense spirit and is very malleable and shifty in the sense that Dantalion can kind of take any form. So it's kind of chaotic in that way, but you have so much information and perspective that can be gained through working with Dantalion. Going back to the occult tarot, teaches all arts and sciences and knows the secret thoughts of all and can change them. Causes love, shows visions of the world. Psychic abilities working with Dantalion. Psychic information working with Dantalion. Remote viewing working with Dantalion. Peering into the minds and thoughts of others with Dantalion. Eavesdropping, spying. I mean, I feel like per what we had earlier with that Nine of Swords, I do think that maybe that's exactly what you need, is a spirit that's a little bit more intense to help kind of guide you through this period of Nine of Swords. And also, too, pacting and working and being matched with Dantalion means that by building a familial sort of relationship with Dantalion, Dantalion can also aid you astrally as well. So if you feel like there are people really sending you some sort of evil eye, or working against you, or conspiring, or gossiping, Dantalion can definitely keep tabs on them and let them know. And you can do this by working omen craft with Dantalion. So take his sigils, or take some imagery of him that resonates with you. You can burn candles over this. You can chant Dantalion's N. You can find that online, a demonic N. You can chant that in meditation, kind of rock back and forth, burn a candle over his sigil, visualize him in your mind, and ask him to show you, like, if you need him to keep tabs on somebody, for example, not saying you do, but let's just say hypothetically and allegedly for entertainment purposes, you can ask him to show you XYZ signs, like show me a black dog, show me a jellyfish, and show me, I don't know, a hot pink Kia Soul. Like, you can look for those images in TV and music, in the physical world and dreams. And if you receive these signs, that's Dantalion alerting you that fuckery is afoot. And then as a witch, Daniel, you can act accordingly to that and start weaving your own magic as needed. But I do think that your suspicions are correct. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I think you need to research Dantalion a little bit on your own. And I think you need to get to know Dandy for yourself. Okay, Brittany, you are next. Brittany Chapman, if you are here. Hi, Lily. Brittany, you are next. Yeah, send me a message, Daniel. All right. Also, you can look, there's practitioners also on YouTube that have made some videos in regards to Dantalion as well. Maybe you could listen to that if you're busy tonight. Put that on in the background. You know, you've got from now through September 14th. That's the time period of this sort of pact. Brittany, this is going to be your tarot card. This is your theme. I exist. I love that. Okay. Eight of Cups. This is, I'm getting like maybe leaving something behind. I'm getting maybe a little bit of like, could be an emotional goodbye, could be a little bit of a moving on, could be a stepping into something new, but it's kind of opening a new door and stepping into it and through it. It's a Cups card, so it's our heart space, it's our emotions, it's our relationships. It's an 8, it's commitment and connection, and really stepping with your heart and leading with your heart. And I feel like maybe your heart is leading you to something new, and having to move forward. Current situation. Okay. That's kind of like the vibe I was picking up. Let's look at the spirit. Lucifer. So Lucifer is not in the Legion. So I will give you another one as well. So this is your bonus demon, but you have Lucifer. I mean, Lucifer, I guess, is kind of like linked in the Legion in a way, but okay. Lucifer, associated with the death card, ending of a cycle, new beginnings, literal death, provides liberation and illumination, incites jealousy and envy. Lucifer, the light bringer. Lucifer, the devil. That's big, I feel like, that you had Lucifer come out in this situation. You know, I feel like a lot of demonolators I know and witches that work with Lucifer, often Lucifer comes to them during a time where liberation is needed. So maybe that has something to do with the Eight of Cups that we have. Quite literally, the large father, if you will. Quite literally. Let's get another spirit for you too. So you have Lucifer, which is like top tier babes. But we also have Bereth. We had Bereth earlier. I don't know if you were on the stream. We've been getting a lot of Vapar. We've been getting a lot of Bereth tonight. We've been getting a lot of fire and water. We've been getting war and love. Vapar, Bereth. Very interesting. I mean, often those energies go together. The large father, the big daddy, the tall boy, the big boy, the supreme, if you will. Okay, Bereth, let me pull him up again. He's on page 307 for those of you who might have this book. 307. So aside from Lucifer, you also have Bereth. So we're really looking at liberation and we're looking at war. We're looking at liberation with Lucifer. What is this hair doing? Goodness. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna bother me. Yeah, get out of there. Okay. Liberation with Lucifer, war. This is Renove. Hold on. I pulled up Renove. Maybe you are having three, babe. Maybe you're having Renove, Bereth, and Lucifer, Brittany. Because I literally just pulled to Renove's page. Hold, please. Bereth, 307. The spirit said, we're coming for Brittany tonight. We got Brittany tonight. Okay. Bereth. So I would say liberation with Lucifer. I would say war with Bereth. And with Renove, we've got communication, debate, brings good familiars, language, and rhetoric. So I think that feels very much like kind of being supported in all angles to me, honey. Bereth, a duke associated with Aries, divination, scrying, visions, war, strategy, defense. Also, Bereth is a metalsmith, a blacksmith as well, a demon for blacksmiths. Bit of a trickster. So is Lucifer too. A strong connection to the imagery of ancient war gods, also thought to be the red horseman of Revelations. The red is the blood spilled on all sides of the conflict, and his gold crown shows that he dominates and profits from war and aggression. The best version of blessed. Bereth, Renove, Lucifer. Lucifer, Renove, Bereth. Bereth, Lucifer, Renove. I would really get into that. I would do a little bit of your own research and looking into these spirits. If you haven't worked with Lucifer, Bereth, or Renove, look for their names and grimoires, but also your own UPG as well. And so I think you're the first person since I've been doing the demonic pact matching that have ever been matched with three spirits. But I feel like these spirits are coming to support you during this time. And I don't think that I don't believe that it was just a coincidence that I happened to pull up onto Renault's page. Like, I see that the sorceress in me, the witch in me, sees that as Renault wanting to make sure that his name is brought up when it comes to you. Protected and infernally favored. Nema. Period. Okay. We love to see it. Let me know what you think, Brett. Let me know what you think of that. All right. So next we have Josh. After Josh, we have Wick. And after Wick, we have Australia. After Australia, we have Jet. Okay, so that's where the list is going for those of you who are still on there. Absolutely no coincidences. I've been asking for pillars of support and I'm so grateful. You are so welcome. And you know, I really feel like during this demonic pact matching, like, I think the spirits really do be coming through, babe. I really do. And I really feel like Renault, and the fact that Lucifer came up, I think is really big. I mean, we're looking at the Supreme here. You know, I mean, we're looking at the All-Father of the Red Devil here. We're looking at the All-Father of the Golden Devil here. Like, get into some Gospel of Aradia if you want a little bit more of a witchy grimoire sort of tea. You know, Diana, Lucifer, the parents of Aradia, that whole cosmology really inspired the Sabrina Spellman like comics, you know, being the daughter of the devil. So get into the Gospel of Aradia as well. Josh, the daddiest of daddies. Yes. Josh, if you are still here, I'm going to pull for you now. So let's get a tarot. Let's see what the tarot has to say. This is going to be like your message from now until September 14th. What card do we have here for Josh? What does Josh need to see? Okay. All right, Josh, the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is a Royal Arcana. So this can represent a spirit. This could represent you. This could represent someone in your life. Knights in the tarot represent taking action and movement. Kind of like personified chariot card energy. However, this is reversed. So that's showing maybe some stagnation or some hesitation. It's wands, which is fire, which is your sensuality, sexuality, creativity, spirituality. And it's reversed. So it's like maybe feeling some burnout, maybe feeling uninspired, maybe feeling a little unfulfilled in those aspects. Okay. Let's see what spirit we get for you. What spirit do we have here for Josh? What spirit can help Josh at this time? It's interesting. While shuffling here and while pulling, it's almost like a little bit of disassociation. Okay, I've got two here. Salos and Elagos. Okay. So for Salos, we have the Two of Cups. Causes the love of women to men and men to women. You don't necessarily have to take that quite literally. It can just be love. And Elagos, the King of Swords, reveals knowledge of forthcoming battles and procures the favor of lords and kings. Interesting. Let's look these up in the Legion. Elagos, 254. Here's an image. 15, a duke associated with Mars. Elagos is over divination, scrying, visions, love, lust, sex, mysteries, hidden things, secrets, war, strategy, defense, reparation, honor, and dignity. The discovery of witchcraft, the Book of Spirits, the Grand Grimoire. Athena herself is often depicted with the lance or spear and aegis or chest shield. Elagos incorporates the significant symbols of a warlike precision and careful guardianship into the seal. Appears in the form of a large serpent in the service of Athena, thought to be her serpent. Was a demon that also aided Athens. Okay. Tactical, political, keen of mind, a planner, and a strategist. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see Salos. Because I've got two here for you. $270. Okay, shut up. Listen. A duke, also Mars. It's a Mars tea, okay? War, strategy, defense, love, lust, sex. We keep getting fire and water. Love, war. Like, that's a collective theme tonight. The discovery of witchcraft, the Book of Office of Spirits, the Pseudemonarchia Demonium, the Lesser Key of Solomon. Okay? Okay? Salos knows that he is handsome and has a powerful physique. He bears himself as he expects all to succumb to him. Not a daddy dom. Okay, shut up. Either through lust or intimidation. He's a drunk and a loudmouth. He may look fancy, but the gallantry is all on a superficial level. He can cause lust in both men and women at the command of the witch, even if the targets personally despise the object of their desire. Okay, that's gross. We're not featuring that. Many targets will succumb to grudge sex. Okay, so Salos is not getting a pass from me. I'm going to say go with Elagos. But Salos, he's here. He came out. Take that as you will. Okay, Wick, you are next. Wick, if you are here, let me know. Also, can you guys still hear me okay? Let me know if you can still hear me. Okay. All right. Wick, this is going to be your tarot card from now until September 14th. This is going to be our last dark moon of the summer tide. Ace of Wands reversed, Wick. So aces typically represent omens. When they're upright, this is a good omen. When they're reversed, this could be not so good of an omen. It's wands representing fire. So our sensuality, sexuality, creativity, spirituality, all of that. Having an Ace of Wands reversed could be maybe an omen that there could be some conflict there. You know, in traditional RWS, the aces feature images of a hand basically giving you the suit. So when it's reversed, it's almost like being taken or not given to you. So it could be a little bit of some struggle or some conflict around what fire looks like in your life, your sex life, your creative life, your spiritual life, your chi, your prana, your sort of like life energy. Could also be burnout, feeling uninspired. Yeah, so we need to maybe look at a spirit that can stroke some of those flames for you, that can ignite some passion for you, that can inspire you, that can give you a lust for passion, pleasure, life. Let's look at a spirit, Wick. So much fire and water tonight. Pure. Okay. This is a spirit that I am pretty familiar with. Beer is the Ace of Cups in the tarot. So that's kind of also fire, water, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. You guys see that collective theme that we have with us tonight? Beer teaches philosophy and the uses of herbs, can heal all diseases and disorders, brings good familiars. When it talks about bringing good familiars, it means bringing good spirits. Beer can help with that. Beer is on page 232 of The Witch's Key to the Legion. I actually have a print of Bure that I have used in spell work, altar work, glorifying Bure and working with him myself. Bure is a president and a Sagittarius. Brings good familiars, logic, medicine, healing, philosophy, properties of herbs, plants, woods, and witchcraft. Wick. You can find them in the Book of Incantations, the Discovery of Witchcraft, the Grand Grimoire, the Pseudemonarchia Demonium, the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Dictionnaire Infernal. Bure is very published. Can appear in the form of a great wheel, like the energy centers in the body. He has a lovely energy. He is skilled in all the healing arts. He's powerfully adept at helping the healer or conjurer to manifest a holistic well-being within themselves and their targets. He is knowledgeable and skilled in all modalities, which can in turn help the conjurer become exceptionally skilled and knowledgeable. He understands and reminds those with whom he works with that good health is a condition of the physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual self in alignment. And you're a Sagittarius. Interesting, Wick. The spirits be talking to those that listen. Know that. And I feel like per our Ace of Wands reversed, that's speaking of some conflict within our spirit, our own spirit, our creativity, our sensuality, our sexuality, our spirituality. And Bure is like really this demon of healing. So I feel like that's kind of poetic that that's who came out in regards to you having the Ace of Wands. Interesting. Honestly, I would say that you should look into Bure a little bit on your own. You'll find lots of information out there. Once again, you can burn a candle over the seal or sigil, meditate, weave a witch's ladder while rocking back and forth and seething and communicating with Bure in your mind. I've seen Bure take on the form of a lion, the form of a griffin, the form of an angel as well. A lion with multiple hooved spinning legs, kind of like a spinning wheel. I believe that Bure is also, what is that? Is it a seraphim? I believe that they are linked as well to the seraphim, if I'm not mistaken. So while they are very much an infernal, they're also a bit of like a fallen angel. They have like some extraterrestrial, cosmic, and celestial properties, as well as being infernal. So it's very much like an as above, so below sort of tea. And I feel like that kind of mixes into making that holy medicine that Bure teaches us. You're so welcome. Thank you for the donation. Okay, Miss Australia Obscura. Please welcome Miss Australia to the stage. Please welcome. We have got to do another Daughters of Cain soon. It has been far too long. Let's look at a tarot card for you from now until September, darling. Australia, if you are here, love, please comment down below. Let's see. What does Australia need to see at this time? Two of Cups. Two of Cups. So we're looking at relationships. We've bounced from fire to fire to water. Fire, water, fire, water. Lots of fire, lots of water. Fire and water. Interesting. The Two of Cups is a card that speaks to our relationships. It speaks to the connection that we have with ourselves, and it also speaks to the connection that we have with others. The Two of Cups is like that card in the tarot where those two people are like raising a chalice together. It's often linked with close friendships or relationships. So I think maybe that could be kind of an overarching sort of theme for you from now until September 14th. Analyzing our relationships, our connection with ourselves and our connection with others, and what purpose these connections hold, and how they are benefiting us, and how they are serving us, because this is also taking us up to the fall equinox, which is a powerful time of culling. So yeah, let's see what spirit we have for you, babes. Thank you very much, Fang, for the super. I sure can. What spirit can help with this Two of Cups season? Australia's life on her. Who does she need to hear and work with? Interesting. Marchosias. So, Nine of Wands. Fire, water, fire, water. Do you guys see this collective pattern? I'm very interested in that. Marchosias. This is interesting too, because I was just talking with Abby the Witch. I don't know if they're still here or not, but we were talking about, I had sent them this spirit a couple days ago or yesterday in regards to like childbirth and like the werewolf sort of stuff. A strong and faithful fighter follows all commands and answers all questions. This is another spirit that I have worked with as well. I have a print of this spirit as well that I've actually like put on my altar, burned candles with, worked with. To me, Marchosias very much gives me like the she-wolf energy, very much gives me like Lupercalia, very much gives me like lunar mysteries, very much gives me like werewolves, lunacy, that sort of current. Let's find her in The Witch's Key to the Legion. She is on page 346. Yeah, it's been fire and water all night tonight. We've had some air too. We've not had much earth though. Okay, so here's an image here, which we have a bull. And here are these seals and sigils if you would like to screenshot. Number 35, she's a duke. As far as planet, element, and direction and areas of influence and interest, it's actually blank, babes. Grimoires, which mention her, the Book of Incantations, the Discovery of Witchcraft, the Book of Spirits, the Pseudemonarchia Demonium, the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Dictionary Infernal. So like she is quite published. You can definitely find some info on her out there. And I have seen this particular spirit used with both male and female pronouns. I'm going to read here from The Witch's Key to the Legion. He is a strong fighter and a strong worker. He was abused terribly during the building of Solomon's temple. His mind was shattered. He is sweet but strong. He believes that if he is loyal and productive, he will be released from the Legion and return to the worship of the All. He was always a spirit of sacrifice, the power of the bull's blood spilled in these sacrificial rites. He is dazed due to the ritual drugs that make the animal sacrifice compliant and comfortable. Comes in the form of a dazed ox with griffin's wings, belching and dribbling fire from his mouth. Interesting. Willing and able to serve in workings where strength and power are needed. He's unable to offer counsel or guidance. He tends to offer power freely to those who ask or demand. He doesn't make contract, or ask for aught in return. He believes the reward of his service will ultimately be his freedom. Because that isn't so, a kind-hearted witch who needs Marchosias' great strength for a working would do well to give a love offering back to him. The payment he'll never ask for, but will always, nevertheless, or the payment he will never ask for, but will have nevertheless earned. Yeah, I think that Marchosias, like, there's like a whole abuse tea with Solomon there. Yeah, Solomon was very problematic. I have also seen, like, where did I see this? Maybe Tumblr. So take it with a grain of salt. But I've also seen that the sacrificial blood curse with Solomon, like, also cursed Marchosias with lunacy and with, like, kind of shape shifting into that of, like, a beast and, like, losing control. I believe I saw that Solomon tried to colonize hell. Yes. Yes. So I think that that's a very interesting connection that we have here for you with your tarot card being the Two of Cups. And then this spirit that has been so abused and still, even through that abuse, seeks to help and aid witches without asking for hardly anything in return. Like, it to me, it very much gives me the energy of, like, good dog, you know, like golden retriever. Like, I want to help. I want to serve. I want to feel dignified in my purpose through serving others. And I think that that kind of pairs with that Two of Cups. I mean, maybe the Two of Cups is your connection that you build with Marchosias. I also feel like it could be a layered working, considering the spirit you were paired with last time. I think you're going to have to do a little bit of your own research on Marchosias, but also, like, forging your own connection there. But clearly, it's like, you know, a dog running up to a gate as you're coming home. I'm going to take care of that sweet demon. I know that you will. I know that you will. That's really sweet. I mean, maybe sometimes the pact, too, isn't so much about what the demons can do for us, but what we can do for the demons. You know? If I was having wine tonight, I'd be crying right now. Let me just say that. Poor thing, I know. Oh, if anyone should have them, it's Australia. I know, right? The mother. What's that clip with Oprah where she's like, she is the sister I never had, the friend I never had. What's that Oprah clip? It's giving that. Okay, thank you very much for the super. Jet. Fang, I have you next on the list. Jet, if you are still here, please let me know. The sky is pink. Jet, this is going to be your tarot from now until September 14th. Your message, Jet. What does Jet need to hear? What does Jet need to see at this time? The Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords upright. In the traditional RWS, the Seven of Swords kind of features this person that is like leaving a sort of festival, if you will, because there's festival tents in the background. And they've got 7 swords, but they're dropping 2, and they've got 5 of them in their hands. When it's reversed, it can represent trickery, thievery, connivery, someone stealing from you, but it wasn't. It was upright, which tends to represent more like maybe taking on too much, needing to kind of slow down a little bit, needing to release yourself of some obligations or some duties. So I feel like with this being the tarot card leading us up to the fall equinox, I feel like it's like as we get into fall, it should be about maybe kind of slowing down or reprioritizing for yourself, putting yourself first. And if things are feeling like they're not a good fit, you don't have to continue feeding that. You don't have to continue doing that. And it's okay to let those things go and slow down. And you don't have to do everything all of the time. And you can, wherever you are, like there's this quote that's coming to my mind, wherever you are, be all there. So that's the tarot that I'm getting for you. Let's see the spirit. Jet, I'm going to say this too. Like, you are deserving of rest, and rest is also productive. I feel like in this capitalistic hellscape that we're all suffering under, we've been kind of conditioned to feel like we have to constantly be producing. And your worth is not dictated by what you do for others. You do not have to be a living mortal Marchosias, if you will. Like, you are not destined to suffer. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to simply enjoy yourself. You are allowed to take pleasures in the simple things. And not only are you allowed and is it permissible, but you're so deserving of it. The spirit for you. Really? Okay. Belith. Really? Huh. Okay. So, Knight of Cups would be the tarot. Causes all the love that may be, both of men and of women. Knight of Cups. Taking action in relationships. Interesting. Page 244. This is what I thought. So per the key to the Legion, Belith is on the do not call list. I will read you a little bit about this, and I will pull you another one because Belith is on the do not call list. I'm not saying don't work with Belith, because I think that that's a personal decision. I think that's an issue of your own autonomy and sovereignty, for you to decide. But according to the Witch's Key of the Legion, he's on the do not call list. He's been sort of blocklisted. Alternative spirits to call would be Sea-Tree or Oribus. Let's read a little bit of additional insight here. This is not a spirit that can be remotely controlled. He only serves himself. Any agreement that is made with him will likely be voided on his side at the first given opportunity. No magic ring can protect you from Beleth or his flaming breath. He's very strong and only serves himself. He's capable of creating lust in men and women. If it is a spirit of love and lust that you seek, though, there are others better suited to the task. I'm going to pull another one for you. I mean, look into Beleth yourself. The Witch's Key to the Legion quite literally calls him a bloodthirsty bastard. So I'll pull another one for you, but the fact that Beleth is coming up could also be that there could be some healing needed around some of the properties that he's associated with. Let's get another spirit for you. Okay, Elagos, we had him earlier. You know, I find it is often that we will have overarching sort of spirits and themes. We've had Elagos, we've had Vapar, we've had Bareth. $254. Yeah, this is, Elagos is the spirit that's associated with Athena and the city of Athens. A marquise, no, hold on. Okay, a duke, the planet Mars, divination, scrying, vision, love, lust, sex, the mysteries, hidden things, secrets, war, strategy, defense, reparation, honor, and dignity. This demon of the superior order, 60 legions march under. He shows himself in the guise of a good horseman carrying a lance, a standard, or scepter. He answers easily to those who ask concerning secrets of warfare. He knows the future and instructs the leaders in ways of being beloved by their soldiers. Appears in the form of a large snake. He is in service to Athena. He is her serpent. He can be thought of as Athena's son by Hephaestus and the first ruler of Athens. Interesting. I would say that I'm not necessarily super certain on how Elagos connects to the card that you received, the tarot card. So maybe it's also true that these could be two separate things that aren't necessarily connected, though I'm sure we could, you know, create connections. I'm just not seeing any right off the bat between those cards. So you have one message maybe of looking into the Athenian mysteries, looking into Elagos, looking into strength and war and wisdom and victory and nobility. And you also have the need for rest. So take that as you will, Jet. And yes, if any of you don't have The Witch's Key to the Legion, highly recommend that you get it. It's an excellent book working with the spirits from a witch's perspective. 110%. 110. Also, I love this. It's why I've always said there's a different relationship between demons and witches as opposed to the magicians. He seeks relationship. Magician seeks slaves and control. It's true. It's literally true. It's literally true. Jet, you're so welcome. Okay, I'm going to do Fang here, and then I think that this is going to be my last reading that I do, since I've been live for a little over 2 hours. This, I think, is going to be the last one, babes. But thank you all so much for tuning in. And thank you, Fang. If you are still here, Please welcome Fang to the stage. This is going to be your time, darling, where I will pull a tarot for you, and I will also pull a spirit for you. And this is from now until September 14th. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, Fang. What does Fang need to hear? What does Fang need to see? I don't know why, but like in my mind's eye, I'm just kind of getting like images of like water and clouds. Like maybe mist or fog and like a lake and a dog. The Five of Wands, but this time it's upright. Once again, fire, water, fire, water. Okay. Five of Wands. This can represent a bit of a struggle. This can represent competition. This can represent hard work in the astral, magical work. This can represent a little bit of a fight, a little bit of turmoil. This can also represent like teams and people fighting for you and working with you as well. Interesting. Let's get a spirit for Fang. I feel like on this Cancer dark moon, between all of this water and all of this fire, all of this love and all of this war, all of this Venus and Mars, like emotions, healing, war, strength, pain. Like it's, yeah. The dark moon in Cancer. Intense. Mysteries of the deep. A spirit for Fang. Forest. We had Forest earlier too. Nine of Cups. Once again, fire, water, fire, water. Teaches logic, ethics, the value of herbs and stones, can make one invisible, helps one to be intelligent and long-lived, can recover lost items and find treasures. Teaches logic, ethics, and the value of herbs and stones. Geomancy, herbalism, can help with education, learning new things, can make one invisible, can help with being stealthy, being unnoticed, hidden work, if you will. Helps one to be intelligent and long-lived, brings good health of the mind, body, and spirit, can recover lost items, help you find things that have been lost, and finds treasures, can be a bearer of good gifts. Let's see what we have per the Witch's Key to the Legion. I believe Forest was one of the first spirits that actually showed up tonight. Forest is page 326. Forest. If I can figure out how to hold the damn book, I guess. Okay. Number 31, a president associated with water. Logic, properties of herbs, plants, woods, stones, rhetoric, communication, debate. Can make someone with like a very strong tongue, a very strong mind, very quick-witted. Can help with herbalism, like tinctures, teas, brews, resins, woods, incense making, geomancy, the discovery of witchcraft, the book of spirits, the book of office of spirits, the book of Oberon, the pseudemonarchia demonium, the lesser key of Solomon, and the dictionnaire infernal. Forrest is the quintessential Greek philosopher, healthy and balanced in mind, body, and spirit. And he is beautiful in all of these ways as well. He acts as a strong model or teacher for the witch or mage with whom he has affinity for. Embraces both classical and contemporary ways of viewing and interacting with herbs and crystals, as well as traditional folk ways in between. He can help unlock crystal and herb secrets for the conjurer in ways that will aid with all aspects of holistic healing. Very communicative, and the witch who works with him will have a good sense of his personality. He has a preference as well for working with gay or bisexual men, or perhaps more aptly, anyone of a queer or male identifying background. His seal is of a man with a well-groomed curly hair and a beard and a prominent penis, is what this book says. So Fang, take all of that as you will. He's an ally. Definitely herbalism, geomancy, the healing arts, logic, rhetoric, spirit communication. Anytime you see communication listed with the spirits and the grimoires, they're talking about communication as in being charismatic and speaking, yes, but also communication with spirits. So I would talk to Forrest yourself and tap into Forrest's current. Look for him in those grimoires, and seek even maybe some UPG of some other witches as well upon building your own with Forrest, and see what messages maybe Forrest might have for you. And maybe Forrest could help you. Like you've mentioned here that you're actually working with herbs to heal right now. Maybe Forrest can help with that. As someone with 4 Cancer placements and 3 Scorpio placements, I'm always on the roller coaster. We all going to be an emotional roller coaster. Oh, my dear. I have big water energy. You're welcome, Fang. Thank you for the super. Thank you guys all for joining me tonight. Let me know what y'all think of this demonic pact matching. I quite enjoy it myself. I think this is something I would like to do maybe on a dark moon, at least doing some live readings. But let me know what you guys think of the demonic pact matching. Let me know. I like it. I think it's fun, and it's also enriching for me. Bougie, were you not matched with a spirit the last time that we did this demonic pact matching? I might have a video to play for y'all. Hold, please. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I found it. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Just because I feel like if I don't play this clip, did we really do demonic pact matching? It's sending. I actually thought that I had it like saved on the StreamYard. Maybe I don't. Weird. Okay. We're going to end with this short video. Let me turn this off. Okay, you guys ready?
When you join Demon Mingle, your life is different. You find friends and partners who'll help you tackle any goal, big or small. Feeling a little misunderstood and unaccepted? We've been there. That's why we created a whole new way for you to connect with someone great. And we are confident that you'll find a perfect match for your witchy sensibilities. Whether you're the kind of witch who loves mermaids, ravens, or interdimensional tentacle bears, that special connection is waiting for you. Join Demon Mingle today.
There you have it. So thank you all again so much for joining me tonight. And thank you all for the donations and for hanging out. I'm going to try to do this again on our next dark moon, or at least sometime in September. September 14th is a Thursday, so I could probably do that evening, maybe. We'll see. September's very busy for me, but I would like to do this again. I would love to hear how your packs go, and I wish you all the best in your spirit endeavors working with the Infernal. Much love to you all, and yeah, I think that's really all I've got. Blessed be, and until next time, I will see you all in hell. Bye.